worked on a document that maybe was a collaboration, or
Yes.
somebody had sent you something and you need to make some comments on it.
Yes.
How do you usually do that?
Print out a copy and I
Get a
use
big red pen?
Yeah, and I mail it back to them. No, show me. There's got to be easy ways to do this.
Yeah, the 3M sticky notes seem to be a very popular way to tell people that, I don't like this, or can we reword that?
Mm-hmm.
But there is a way to do this electronically, and the great thing about this is that it's been enhanced to where it's got some really nice features to it.
Okay.
So this is located under the Review tab. So if you go up all the way to the end there, you got it. In the Review tab, you have the ability to make comments. So right in the middle, you have that comments group. If you come and choose New Comment, basically what this allows you to do is it allows you to make a comment where your cursor is located, and maybe you want to change a wording, or you want to remember to tell somebody something, maybe if you're going to go into a meeting.
Okay.
So let's just make a little comment here.
All right.
There you go. And notice that some of your other options have shown up here. So you have delete. So obviously you can delete a comment if you made a mistake or you're not in the right place.
Okay.
If you just go ahead and click on that, see what happens, and that will go away.
Goes away.
All right.
All right. So this makes a comment anywhere I put my cursor.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So let's go down to some text here. There you go. And let's click anywhere where you would want to make a comment.
All right.
Let's do new comment again. Type in what your comment is. Now, this looks a little different than it used to be. Notice that it's got an icon for it on the left-hand side of the comment, and it also, and if you put your cursor over it,
It looks like a chat.
It does. That's exactly right. Good. Notice that if you hover over that or click on it, then what you can do is have the ability to either email that person, or you can instant message them, you can call them. All of this on the back end has to be set up correctly. So you have to be on a connected server where you have the ability to do this. But once that is set up, then you have the ability maybe to send something to somebody instantaneously rather than having to wrap it up and email attach it and do all that stuff. You don't have to do that anymore. You can just send them that directly to them.
Okay.
So the other thing associated with comments is going through them. So let's say you receive a document and it's got several comments and you want to read those and take those into consideration.
Okay.
When you go through that process, that previous and next is useful. So you'll read one, make any changes or accept it, etc., and then go down to the next one, and that's what the next would be. In this particular document, we have several comments. So let's just go from comment to comment here. If you click on the first one, and then come up and click on Next in the comments section.
Okay,
and then it will take you to the next one. And here they're right next to each other, so you could probably click on them and go through them. But if you have a multi-page document, it will take you to the next comment.
The third page where you have a second comment. Okay, so you can go previous the same way.
Now, these particular comments are associated with information that's in there, but if somebody maybe had highlighted something and deleted it, or they had gone through the process of changing some wording. So let's go ahead and do a comment like that. We have some other options. So just highlight one of these words.
And delete it.
And let's delete that. Now notice on the left-hand side we have this red line indicating that a change has been made. So go ahead and click on that. So we have a track change associated with that.
Okay.
Now with that particular one, you would look at the change areas or the change group on the Review tab, and you would have the ability to either accept that, yes, I like that, that's a good change, or no, I want to keep it the way it was, and it will go back to the way it was.
Okay, and we can see who actually did the deletion.
Made that
change right here in the little box. Okay.
And the date and time. So you can go ahead and accept that, and let's see how that looks. Just accept that change and got rid of it.
Goes away. Okay.
All right, so there's a couple of different things you can do. You can do comments, you can make changes. All of these have to or hinge on track changes being on. So once you finish with your document, you want other people to comment or go look at it, you turn on track changes, and then you would share that document with them.
Okay, okay.
So we have simple markup chosen there, and you'll see over on the left-hand side that it shows where an edit was changed, but you still have this extended area over on the right-hand side to see your comments. But let's say you only want to see one comment at a time. You can keep this simple markup chosen and see the box that says show comments.
Right.
That's turned on. Let's turn that off.
Okay.
And you'll see some icons over on the right-hand side that look like little call-outs.
Yeah.
And if you just click on one of those, it will show you one comment at a time.
Okay.
And then you can go through and either, respond to those or delete those, what have you.
Can you do next? You can.
There you go. Isn't that great?
That is good.
Now, just one other feature here with where the simple markup is, if you hit that down arrow, notice that you can see all markups, no markups, or go back to the original. So you have
Okay.
several different choices depending on what you want to see at any given time.
Okay.
All right, let's leave this on simple markup. And in show markup, it will give you different options of what you want to see or how you want to see it.
Mhm.
Let's go to balloons.
Okay.
So notice here you can show the revision in balloons, you can show all revisions in line, or only comments and formatting in balloons. So you have some different choices, once again, depending on what you want to see. Now notice that a couple of these have some replies, right?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and click on one of those.
All right, I'll reply to Chip.
Okay. There you go. And so let's reply to Chip and say, no, it's right. Nothing like having an argument on I am, right? Now you have your comment in there. You made your return, so let's come down and just click anywhere.
Okay.
And there she is. Now you do still have track changes on, so anything that you do in here will create one of these changes. So if you want to turn that off and just work in the document without it trying to track it, you'll need to turn that off again.
Okay.
Come up to the top and click on Track Changes. And then notice that you have a couple of options. You can lock that tracking, but we want to choose that Track Changes again. And that should turn it off for us. And now anything that you do is not located in this. So go ahead and just start typing somewhere.
All right, so if I added some information, it's not showing
Doing an
that.
insertion.
Okay.
You got
all right.
it.
Okay. So I own the document. I don't want to track my changes. I just want to track everybody else's.
There you go. All right, so that is how you work with track changes.